You know, the gym. For most of us, it's this place of sanctuary, right? It's all about goals, gains, and that predictable routine. You go in, grab your weights, hit the treadmill, and you just focus on you. It's supposed to be a controlled environment, a space where you know exactly what to expect. But what if that feeling of safety is just an illusion? What if hiding just beneath the surface, under all the clanking weights and humming machines, something else is there? Something deeply unsettling, just waiting for the right moment. So we're going to dive into 3 true stories that honestly, they all tap into this one common fear. Let's kick things off with our first one. It comes from a personal trainer named Duran. Now, he'd seen his fair share of odd clients, for sure, but nothing could have prepared him for a woman named Rachel. So picture this. It's a Tuesday morning, and this woman, Rachel, walks in with her hoodie pulled up so tight around her face, it's like she was trying to hide from the very air she was breathing. She was quiet, totally withdrawn, and her eyes were just locked on Duran with this strange, unsettling intensity. So she's on the treadmill, right? And Duran notices something weird. She's not looking at her own reflection in the mirror. She's staring at his. Her pace starts to slow, her breathing gets all hitched, and then he just barely hears her whisper, not to him, but to herself, "You look just like him." And then, just a few minutes later, that quiet whisper shudders. Duran walks over to ask if she's okay, and she spins around, tears just streaming down her face. She grabs his shirt with both hands, pulling him in with this crazy, desperate strength, and begs, "Please, please don't leave me again." It was bizarre. One second, she's pleading. The next, it's pure rage. She bolts, storms right out of the gym, leaving everyone just stunned. But it gets weirder. A few hours later, she's back. And this time, she's moving between the machines like a predator, asking other male members and trainers these erratic questions. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you live alone? So the staff starts moving in, trying to get her out of there. But then she spots Duran, and her eyes just lock onto him. In a flash, she makes a break for it, sprinting straight for the men's locker room. She bursts through the doors, just screaming his name, her voice echoing off all the tiles. It's total chaos. Security guards chase her in and finally manage to restrain her. And that's when they find a photo in her pocket. And when they look at it, wow, it's her ex-boyfriend. And the resemblance to Duran, it's absolutely uncanny. A near-perfect double. But, that photo, that wasn't even the scariest part. In her pockets, they also find a box cutter. And on the back of that photo, a scribbled note. "He can't leave again." This wasn't just some sad case of mistaken identity. This was a calculated, dangerous, and deeply terrifying obsession. So that first story is just wow. It shows you how a place like a gym can become the stage for someone's really dangerous personal fixation. But what happens when the threat isn't coming from some deep-seated delusion? What if it's just pure aggressive entitlement? Well, our next story comes from a woman whose normal lunch break workout turned into a confrontation she would never, ever forget. And this all happened so fast. It started with a simple, unwanted offer. A guy she'd never seen before offered to spot her while she was lifting. She politely said, "No thanks," but he didn't walk away. He insisted, and you could see him getting angrier with each refusal. That friendly offer soured real quick.
So she does what a lot of us would do, right? She tries to just ignore him, move to a different machine, but he follows her. His footsteps are heavy, menacing. He starts accusing her of wasting his time, and when she tries to walk away to get help, he steps right in front of her, blocking her path and grabbing her arm.
She's trapped. She's terrified. She slaps him, just trying to get away. And he doesn't even flinch. His expression just goes completely blank. His voice drops to this low, chilling growl, and he says, "You owe me now." Thankfully, security cameras caught the whole thing, and guards rushed over. And when the police showed up, they revealed something pretty disturbing. Turns out, this wasn't his first time. He was already banned from 2 other gyms in the area for the exact same thing, escalating harassment of female members. And an encounter like that, it leaves a mark. It's not just something you shake off. She said she never really felt safe in a gym again. It's this stark reminder that some things don't just scare you for a moment. They can literally change your sense of security in the world forever. Okay, so for our final story, we're going to a totally different kind of scary. We're stepping into the dead of night, into a gym that's completely empty, dark, and shut down for a massive renovation project. And we're with the night guard on his rounds. So it's 2:15 in the morning. Out of nowhere, this loud metallic crash echoes from the far end of the building. The guard goes to check it out, thinking a tool just fell. But when his flashlight beam hits the lockers, he freezes. There are long, bloody streaks smeared down 3 of the metal doors. And then he hears a sound, a wet, gurgling cough coming from inside the demolished showers.
I mean, can you imagine? Your heart's already pounding. He steps carefully into the wrecked shower area, and his foot hits something soft. He shines his flashlight down, and right there at his feet, between 2 broken tiles, is a severed human hand, and it's fresh.
And before his brain can even catch up to what he's seeing, a man just emerges from the shadows. He's shirtless, covered in dust and blood, and he's holding a rusty tile cutter. But the truly terrifying part, he's smiling. He just tilts his head, looks at the guard, and says, "You know, they locked me in here when construction ended tonight." The guy just calmly looks down at the tile cutter, runs a finger along its edge, then looks back at the guard, and he lunges. The guard does the only thing he can do. He turns and runs for his life, sprinting through this dark, plastic-draped maze as the man's unhinged laughter echoes behind him. He manages to get out, calls the cops, and about an hour later, they find the man. He was hiding inside an air duct like some cornered animal, still clutching that tile cutter. But then they found the real horror. Hidden in the insulation nearby were 2 more bodies. The victims had been missing for over a week. This guy, he had been living and killing inside the gym's walls. So you have these 3 completely different stories, right? A delusional client, an aggressive harasser, and, well, a killer living in the walls. But they all do the same thing. They absolutely shatter that illusion of safety we all take for granted. They show you the dark potential that can be hiding in plain sight. And I think what makes these stories so deeply unsettling isn't just the violence, it's where they happened. Not some creepy old house or a dark alley, but a place we go to feel strong, to feel safe. A place that's supposed to be about self-improvement. But for these people, it became a place of profound danger. So it really just leaves you with this one lingering thought, doesn't it? The next time you're there, headphones in your own world, maybe take a look around. Because you never, ever really know who's working out